What's up, YouTube? It's me, the artist and MC, on my way from the shop and the movie theater from seeing Thor, Love, and Thunder. Uh, like, share, and subscribe because I see my alerts did not go out. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on. I'm really unimpressed with the movie, and this is the part that's going to be disappointing to me because maybe it's just fucking me. Maybe I'm just getting over it or something. I don't fucking get it. But it's something to me that comic book industry has done since the movies have become really popular is that anything with a title slapped on it will be horribly fucking disfigured. So if you take something that was like a classic, well-regarded story and put that title on your movie, you can get people to go and see it. You can get, fans who read the material to go see it because they're looking for that to be done live action. What's up, Dr. T? But what usually ends up happening is when you get into that movie, it has nothing to do with the story they advertised that they were going to tell you. It has shit to do with it. It has absolutely dick to do with that. It's little hints of it here and there, but it's something else completely ridiculous. Right? To me, this was a mangled piece of shit. I saw so much of different things happening. Here's the fucked up part. I wasn't impressed, and that's to say it the most articulate way I can think of without just snapping off. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't. Nothing was impressing me about the movie, and I didn't sit down to be impressed. I didn't sit down to be impressed. I'm watching it to watch the movie, right? I took a lot of freaking notes, a lot of notes. And what I deem from my notes and my impressions right now from just leaving the theater, the movie was just over at 9 something, right? It's that there was a bunch of stuff thrown in here that you never even needed to throw in here at all. Because what was the point of it? The dialogue in this shit was goofy as fuck. I mean, it sounded like stage acting, like bad stage acting. Like they're just saying fucking lines, and like it's supposed to be goofy, like they know they're in a movie saying lines. None of the shit has any real weight. None of the real deaths have any real weight. You introduce shit that doesn't need to be in this fucking movie at all. Threw stuff in there like, oh, look, that'll be a cool Easter egg for people. I hope you like that shit because that's about it. But it was put in there like, look, it'll be a cool Easter egg. Like, nigga, what the fuck is going on with Disney in this shit right now, dude? My fucking God. found myself in the first quarter of this movie rolling my eyes because I was like, this is too much of Ragnarok and fucking roll. The shit is too fucking goofy. It's too goddamn goofy. And the agenda was present. Really fucking present. And I would say this, and I don't think this will be a spoiler because you guys know I don't want to spoil the movie for you. You want to go see it? Go see it. I'm not going to tell you to see it or not see it. It's your choice, right? Just like it was my choice. But I will say this as not being a spoiler. Where the fuck are all the fathers in Asgard? I just want to know. I'm just curious. Where the fuck are all the fathers in Asgard? We got goddamn children. Where the fuck did they come from? This, at this rate, there are only two fathers that you know of in Asgard. At this rate. That's it. It's only two of them. And one of them is fucking Odin. Where are all the fathers? This agenda shit is like just my God, dude. It knows no fucking bounds. It absolutely knows no fucking bounds. I mean, what the fuck? Oh my fucking God, dude. I mean, for real, I'm almost speechless with this shit. Almost speechless. 1 second, you guys. You guys will forgive me because I have not eaten yet. I'm picking up some food. Maybe it'll calm me down a little bit so I don't blow a fucking fuse. What are you guys saying in here? Like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so. Dr. T, was it good? Good is relative, Dr. T. Depends on what you were looking for. I just saw it too. I am officially done with the MCU. Yeah, Black Uru. I got your fucking hammer looking fucking goofy as shit right now. What up, D Remedy? What up, Art of Ibmore? So is bad. Like the good, bad is relative. Bad is really relative. It's really relative. Black Uru. I was not a Thor movie. It was a spoof of a Thor movie. It was to Thor what Scary Movie was to horror films. I kind of agree with that, Black Uru. But if you want to do your show about it, you're more than welcome to. Agenda like a motherfucker. Yeah, no shit, bro. That's the only thing that's bothering, really the things that's bothering the fuck out of me. Agenda over everything else. What up, Master Teacher? Arya say on a brighter note, or maybe not. Boys season 3 finale is out. Maybe that can make. Yeah, I'm heading home right now, Arya. So that's what I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch The Boys and see somebody actually being manly. and being proud of it, I guess. I don't fucking know. But yeah, um, already said they golems like Wonder Woman. Shit, might as well be. Might as well be already more. MCU, um, Master Teacher, no. MC There You. This was female comedy. Should have added She-Hulk to the cast. Might as fucking well. Might as well. I'll say this, man. This is the thing that's really bothered me about this shit. And I hate the fucking fact that I have to clarify this shit because this is the day and age we live in. I don't fucking dislike women. I actually love me some women. I don't have a problem with women in movies and action movies at all. I don't have a problem with this shit as long as it looks believable. Tessa Thompson and Natalie Portman, they showed up and played around and did their cosplay thing in this shit. Awesome. Cool. The Lady Thor, the Mighty Thor, look all right. Yeah, she looked fine. I don't know if they had Natalie Portman on stilts or boxes, whatever the fuck they had her looking super tall for, but she was looking tall in this shit, and I know she's short. So I'm curious to see how they did that. Did she look pretty? Natalie Portman is a pretty chick. That's it. Yeah, she looked pretty. Awesome. All well and good. Um, will little girls be excited to see a woman Thor going out there kicking some ass? I guess for a couple minutes. Maybe for a couple minutes. You know, maybe they will. Tessa Thompson being out there fighting, yeah, I guess she will. But there were questions in that shit. Like, I don't know, why the fuck can a Valkyrie hold the thunderbolt of Zeus? Why would you be able to hold that? You're not a god. You're an Asgardian, but you're not a fucking god. 1 second. All right, I'm back, you guys. Sorry. I gotta eat something before I blow a fucking fuse. What you say, Dr. T? Yeah, she had a weird hairline in this because they had all those fucking extensions in her damn hair. That's why her hairline looked weird. Because the pictures I saw on set, she had a short haircut. She didn't have all those long locks, all that long shit they put on her. Uh, Black Uber said, I can't read that shit now because I'm driving. She did look prettier done up as Lady Thor, but Natalie is like normal pretty, right? She's normal pretty. She's a pretty chick, right? So she looks better with long hair sometimes with short hair. She has short hair. She looks like the fucking Millie Bobby Brown. That's what Millie Bobby Brown is going for. That Natalie Portman look until she opens her fucking mouth and you hear all that goofy shit that rolls out of her goddamn mouth. Okay, if you don't know who Millie Bobby Brown is, that's the number L13 in Stranger Things. Okay, Natalie Portman is the prototype for her, so she's following in that Natalie Portman deal. And back to this fucking piece of shit. Um, while I like Taika Waititi, fucking hell, dude. Too much on the goofy, too much on the gay. That's plain and simply, that's what it is. It's too much on that shit. Too fucking much. I don't know what goddamn problem it is in the world that everything has to be there. But it goes into that whole thing. You know, the eye that alters all. Everything got to be this way. Everything is not this fucking way. What the fuck? I can't have one goddamn movie without that shit wrapped up in it. It's actually fucking annoying. It's just actually annoying. There's no reason for that shit here in a Thor movie. It's not. Thor spend more time running around acting fucking goofy and like a dumbass than anything. Sure, Chris Hemsworth likes being funny. Awesome, Chris. Do comedies. Do comedies. But this shit, oh my fucking God. Look, I like a good laugh just like the next person. Probably more so because I spend a lot of time doing serious shit. So I'm more willing to have a decent laugh. Right? It's not fucking comedy. Now you can get a laugh out of anything, but that's the difference between having a light laugh and a dark. I don't need it everywhere. Everything doesn't need to go to the same damn two areas of jokes. Goofy funny or sexually teenage funny with some kind of homosexuality thrown into it. I don't know, do homosexuals find that shit entertaining to them? Is it funny to them that everything is almost a gay joke? I don't fucking get it. I don't see how it could be. That'd be no different than everything being a black joke. It's like, yeah, look, fucking, you got 5 minutes of this shit, and then we up on that. We good. We full. Everything can't go there. Everything is about showing this character who's supposed to be a masculine character, goofy, dumb, or feminine. Like, Jesus Christ. The only person acting more like an actual, fighting Viking is the fucking chicks. Did the special effects look good? Some of them did. Some of them didn't. Some of them look like Patrick Swayze should have been in this shit. And when you watch the movie, you'll see exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. I think that whole Shadow World bullshit was a way of getting by with cheaper effects. Because it's shit that I've seen before. Now, I'm almost getting pissed off enough to just spoil the shit and just say fuck it. But I'm trying to be decent and hold to my own fucking morals and like, no, don't spoil it. Because it doesn't have me as pissed off as Matrix 4. It doesn't have me as pissed off as Matrix 4. Because I was looking forward to Matrix 4 more. But I'm just irritated. I'm just irritated at this point. Maybe it's because I'm tired. Maybe it's still coming off of fucking Kenobi. It's like, whatever, man. Maybe this shit is just not for me anymore. Maybe it's just not for me anymore. Maybe it's another time in fucking geekdom or comics or whatever the fuck you want to call it, where, you know what, I just need to, close the doors and go and walk about for a while. Come back to the shit when it's actually good. Now, am I pissed off with Marvel because of this shit? Maybe. I would love to have been able to blame this on Victoria Alonso, but it says a Kevin Feige production right at the end of the bitch. Now, I'm watching another movie or another show, movie, whatever, what have you, with not a spoiler, kids getting snatched in this shit. And I'm thinking, what the fuck does Disney have against kids now? What is it? What is it that Disney itself as a company has against fucking kids now? Ain't that your bread and butter? Watch Kenobi, I got Anakin killing kids. In camera. I'm watching this shit. Gore is kidnapping children, which makes no fucking sense in the world. Even as bait, it doesn't make fucking sense. Why would the same motherfucker who is grief-stricken and upset with God because his daughter changed from the original material, fuck his son, returned him to a daughter, okay, fine. His daughter dies, and later on, the first thing he does when he wants to go after Thor is snatch fucking kids? That makes no fucking sense. I would think that would be the last thing he would want to grab, since, I don't know, he kind of doing this shit because he's mad about the death of his daughter. This shit, motherfucker. The dialogue and the pacing of this shit had more chops than a sushi bar. More chops than a sushi bar. This shit moved along in parts like they didn't give a fuck about what they were saying. They just said the shit, move out the frame, cut, move on to the next one. And stuff is thrown in there like, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck is this? Like this shit with cord. What the fuck was that? Are you shitting me? Look, man. It is like prime time agenda over everything, man. Agenda over everything. And everybody who plays up to the agenda will be rewarded with more projects from, I guess, the Hollywood's elites. And I'm sorry if I'm not reading you guys' comments. I got to catch it on the playback because some of you are writing whole books in that bitch, and I'm driving. I can't read all of that shit at the time. So the part that infuriates me about this is while I might like Taika Waititi doing his movies, Ragnarok does not rate very high for me on the scale of Thor movies. It does not. It don't rate high at all for me. Not at all. That shit was so mangled in itself, it was irritating. But I kind of let certain shit pass. So they got Kate Blanchett in it. Okay. They got hella, let's see what they do. Okay, Tom Hiddleston's still in it. Okay. But what I saw, I'm still upset about it. It's like, motherfucker. Now I watch this, it's like he did that again, but then he tried to hold back a little bit because he heard some of the criticism, so he tried to be serious in some spots. But it feels like the pacing is just off. It's like, it's fucking staged, dude. This ain't what you wanted to do. You put this shit in here just because you probably had to, and then it doesn't hold weight. So the whole thing about Gore being in this shit, he could have been faceless nobody. He could have been faceless nobody. Because he's barely like the character that you use it. Christian Bale, I like Christian Bale. What do I think of him as fucking Gore? I think they did it better in the comic. I think Christian Bale gave you his impression of the fucking Joker or a knockoff Pennywise. That's what I think I got in this shit. Now, I'm not one of these people that go into Marvel movies looking for the agenda, looking to dislike the shit, looking for everything I don't like. That's not how I fucking watch movies. That's not how I take in media at all. I said this shit very clearly before. I leave my expectations at the door. Go into it clean with no expectations. Just show me what you want to show me. Tell me the story that you want to tell me. And I will be a receptive audience to listening to that for the 2 hours or 3 hours that you're going to put this shit on the screen. And I will make my determination afterwards on what you showed me. Based on what was showed to me, I wasn't impressed. Oh, fucking well. Got Guns N' Roses music all through it. Awesome. Pay Axl Rose. Pay Slash. Were the songs good? Yeah, those were good songs. Made by people who were actually being fucking creative. All right, so what? If you want an actual fucking spoiler, the theme song to the fucking trailers is significant. If you do like me and listen to lyrics and songs, you'll pick it up. Now, whereas I might like Taika Waititi, I don't like him being goofy all over the fucking place. I don't. There are certain people you don't need to let off a fucking leash because it'll just end up being some goofy shit. And I think at the points where they was pulling his fucking choke chain a little bit is where you got some seriousness. Other than that, goofball central. Now, the part that infuriates me and makes me frustrated is regardless of what I might think about him in small doses, this motherfucker's gonna get to do a Star Wars movie. Or some shows or some shit. And he is admittedly don't know shit about Star Wars. Like, nigga, that's just the fuck I need now in my life. Thanks a bunch. Awesome. Fabulous. Can't wait to see this piece of shit. Just what I think Star Wars needed. More agenda and goofiness on top of it. Think Jar Jar Binks was bad. Just wait. Oh, just wait. The Force is gonna need to be with you. Fucking hell. So that's what it is. I'm just unimpressed and sick of seeing this same shit pushed in my face from every fucking Disney property that comes out. I don't know who's responsible for this shit. I really don't. You can say it's the activists at Disney. You can say it's the directors. You can say it was the fucking writers. I don't fucking even know who to blame. I think it's too many of them to blame now. This is just what the fuck you're getting. Just what the hell you're getting. Unless you're a celebrity with enough clout and money from making blockbusters that you can go out and make the movie that you want and remove all the agenda from the shit. Because they've been trying to write your ass off forever. Shout out to Tom Cruise and fucking Top Gun. Look. Marvel is going to, they're going to get some blowback. They're going to get blowback like a motherfucker. Because this shit is just gone over and beyond. I'm just waiting, not on bated breath, but waiting to see what they do with the Guardians. Because To James Gunn's credit, he don't play up the agenda so much. He play up the violence more than anything else. I'm just waiting to see what's gonna pop off in this next Guardians movie. Yeah, that'll be fucking entertaining. But the next thing coming out of the MCU, Black Panther, dude, I feel like I'm in a slapping contest. I'm just waiting for some big burly armed fucking Russian dude to haul back to Mississippi and smack the ever-loving gulag out of my ass. That's what I feel like I'm waiting to happen. If you're wondering why I didn't cover it, I don't give a fuck about Namor being in Black Panther. I said that shit a long goddamn time ago. Like after the first movie, it'd make the most sense to go here or here. Doom War or the war against Atlantis. They already mentioned it. Do I give a fuck about them turning him, instead of an Atlantean, he's like some ancient Aztec or something? Whatever the fuck. Everybody got an agenda and everybody want to be represented. Awesome. Cool. Does he still have wings on his fucking ankles? I guess that's the only thing I can look forward to. Will he yell Imperious Rex? Will he mac on Sue Storm or somebody eventually? Probably not. There'll probably be Tempest Wet Boy. Stupid. So I'm just at a loss. I'm like, I've seen this movie and it's like, okay, I saw it. Cool. I saw it. Next. That's all it was. That's what I felt leaving the theater. It's like, oh, okay. Anyway, moving on with my life. Nothing exciting, nothing for me to be pumped up to see the next one. Nothing that maybe, wow, that's really going to stick with me. None of that shit. None of it. I watched the movie for 2 hours and just, what did I laugh about? Fucking goats. And that got old quickly. And then the reason it got old quickly, because I remember why the fuck I'm laughing at that shit. Because that meme or that gif of that goat yelling was funny. But even that was only funny for a little while. And then it was over. This motherfucker took a fucking goat gif and put it into the movie like he did some shit. Fuck out of here. Pissing me off. But if you like the goats, don't look for them the whole fucking flick. It ain't. They ain't there. So let me see what some of you guys' comments are. Because I just pulled up and I want to go in the house and eat my fucking food and maybe stay awake to watch The Boys. I don't fucking know. I'm really just getting... These motherfuckers have just ruined geekdom. You know that, right? I'm like, I should have fucking turned on the light so you can see my fucking face for that one. You know that they've just fucking ruined geekdom, right? That I've always said that their agenda being in geekdom was to destroy it so you couldn't like it. These motherfuckers are succeeding. They are fucking succeeding at that shit. To mangle it and destroy it to where it's unrecognizable and you can't even like it anymore. Not for what you remember it being. And I don't want to hear that shit about, oh, this is just how comics were and older people don't recognize the comics of today because it got so dark and gritty with the anti-heroes and all the rest of that shit. Bullshit. Bullshit. It's not the same fucking thing. There was no concerted agenda to make comics more violent. Wasn't. The characters, the writing, times change. And those characters became more interesting. Nobody asking for goofy ass agenda characters. Nobody. If they are, point them out. Where they channels at. Where their publishing houses at. Where are their comic book characters that they created from scratch and produce at? Where are they? Nowhere. Because the hijacking and undermining of established franchises is all the motherfuckers do. And any character you like, anyone you like, will have that agenda shoved up their ass so they can tell you, do you like it now? Skillmonger say you can't go wrong with anime and manga. And that's why anime and manga is eating their fucking lunch. That's why you can have these movies coming out and you have to hear about, well, you ain't getting no Asian market. Because they said fucking no to this. I really don't know. Yeah, BGS, I did pay for the aggravation. And I went to my favorite local theater, which is the Cerrito, where I have friends at. And I paid full price for a ticket because I wasn't looking for them, to get a freebie. I haven't been there in a while. I want to throw them down some money. So I spent $12.50 to have somebody show me something that I was not impressed with. And in that course, it's probably no different than fucking fast food at that point, is it? Unfulfilling, not really tasting good, cheap, and uninteresting. But it'll be some shit later on. Now, what did I expect out of this? Well, I obviously can't expect the Jason Aaron story because even when Jason Aaron wrote his story, people was complaining about the shit because of the shit that he was doing. He didn't make up that character just because he thought it was a good idea. He made up that character just so he could fuck with Thor and Odin and what it meant to have gods and stuff like that. But that's writing, right? That's what writing is. You can fuck with some ideas like that. The Mighty Thor shit, I never had a problem with Jane Foster picking up the fucking hammer. Never did. I read the shit. Did you? I read the shit. It wasn't that bad. Yes, it's a total affront to anything that happened in Thor beforehand, but you know what it is. What's good, AM? I got the angry man in the building. Awesome. What do you say? I wouldn't pay 1 penny to watch that entitled bitch wield Mjolnir or to watch Thor in a rainbow uniform. Well, angry man, thankfully for you, the patron saint of geekdom has died on the cross for your sins. You do not have to pay to see that shit. I am doing the unfortunate thing of giving a reaction to this shit, not trying to spoil it, and actually telling you I was unimpressed. And if I'm unimpressed, you know how I try to see the silver lining on every fucking turd out there. I try to see the silver lining on it. You know that. You know you go way harder than me on this shit. I'm not happy. Your ass will be in there going megaton. Look, save yourself the trouble. Don't go any further. You know I try to be fair. I try to be fair. Call the balls and the strikes and the fouls, but god damn. If I'm going bad on it, you know you don't need to watch that shit. I mean, proceed at your own risk. You know what it is. Thank you, good sir. I will pour a drink for you. Motherfucker, I feel like having some Sinatra just to make me feel better. Just because, like, fuck was I doing that for? I don't know. I can't do that again. Can't do that again. I'm telling you, dude, this is just killing my geek soul a lot of times. Now, were there good parts to this shit? Fuck, I guess. Like that was it. I fucking guess. I fucking guessed there was good parts to it. But I'm watching the shit. It's just like, this is fucking stupid. This is dumb. That dialogue was dumb. This seems dumb. And I'm sitting here dreading the fact because I run a geek channel. What up, Joe Herb? That I'm going to see some other people's reviews of this shit. And some of these other motherfuckers are going to be raving about this shit. It's the best thing ever. It was amazing. And I'm going to be looking at them like, you lying motherfucker. You lying motherfucker. Look, if you ain't going to get the special seat and the ticket no more because you were honest, I guess you're going to have to stand on integrity. It wasn't that goddamn good. And I've been looking at this shit ever since that fucking third episode of Kenobi came out, and everybody was like, "Damn, this is shit." And them motherfuckers the next week was changing their tune really quickly. But look how awesome Darth Vader was. I'm like, wait a minute. This shit wasn't good. The fuck you mean how awesome Darth Vader was? They shifted their whole position, every one of them, like fucking toy soldiers. You think they ain't gonna do it with this shit? Think they not? Anybody with access is not going to tell you this shit wasn't that damn good. And VC Ram, I thought you said fluffer, because that's what I was thinking would work exactly for what I'm fucking talking about they'd be doing. But you said further, my bad. I misread the shit. What did Herb say? Sup, artisan? That bad, huh? Thanks for taking a bullet for us, bro. Herb. Now, Joe Herb is a huge Thor fan. Joe Herb is a huge Thor fan. He is one of the people I talk to get my history on Thor because he knows the shit backwards and forwards. So, Herb, you in the chat. You the one, actually, oh my God. Joe Herb was the one who actually got me to read the God Butcher story. He pimped that shit off on me. Right? So, Herb, you tell me, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm not. Gore's child who died, was it a boy or was it a girl? Because we know goddamn well it wasn't a they. You tell me, Herb. You tell me. Was it a boy or was it a girl? Oh, it was a son, wasn't it? Yeah, see, I don't have a faulty fucking memory. So, Herb. So if they changed something like that where they just threw away the son and threw in a daughter, would it bother you a little bit? I'm just asking. Just me to you. You know the original material. I know the original material. Some folks in here know the original material. Will something that small and subtle make a difference to you? VC Realm, you're going to have to talk in one cap, dude. That is too hard to fucking read at fucking 6 PT. What did Herb say? Hell yes. Okay, get the fuck over it. Gore don't have no son in this. All he got is a girl. Spoiler alert. VC Ram, you got to type in one fucking style, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're typing on that you keep doing cap or whatever. That's making me think that you like 28 years old. That is shit is too hard to fucking read. It's late. I'm fucking tired and irritated. I'm not trying to go at you, but god damn it. Look, if you want me to read the shit, type it legibly. Hearing that kind of pisses me off. What the fuck are they doing? Oh, but wait, it gets worse. Herb, you grew up in the 90s. You remember Onyx. Look, Herb, you know where I'll be. I know you're going to see this shit. Go see it and let's talk. Let's talk. You know. You know where I'll be. Go see it and then let's talk. Because I'm doing a pretty decent job of not spoiling anything, but how do you not spoil I wasn't impressed? Yeah, I saw you said my bad VC Ram after I'd already said all of that shit. I'm not just focused on reading the goddamn chat. Realize that, right? Let me get out of here before I actually really just start getting super scorpionic. You know it's bad when before you spoil, people already didn't give a fucking shine. Look, man, I try to go into these things really honestly. I try to go into them even with no expectations. No matter what the trailer was, when I sit down in that theater and the lights dim and the feature presentation shit is actually rolling up there, I'm actually blanking my mind to everything I might know about this shit, and I'm just letting the story happen. That's part of the theater experience, right? You delving into this world. I'm diving into this pool. What is it? What are you showing me? What's going on with the story here and there? Now, could I tell you the story of this shit really quickly? Yeah, I could. And you wouldn't give a fuck. If I told it to you that quickly, you'll say it sounds like some other movies you already seen. Basically, it is. The only difference is they got your ass in there for Lady Thor. They got your ass in there for Thor not being fat anymore. And then they got your ass in there just to see Gore. Oh, and they also got you in there to see Zeus. So all you got was a bunch of fucking hooks to draw you in to see this shit, and what you got was a basic ass fucking story. That's unimpressive. So in effect, you got the Hellraiser treatment. You played with that puzzle box, and them hooks got in your fucking skin and drew you in, and you just got your soul torn apart. Yeah, Art of Ibmore. Yeah, like I told you, Ragnarok don't rank high on the list for me at all for anything, for anything, because it was too fucking goofy. That's probably the Thor movie I've watched the least. Because as much as I don't know, the popular narrative is that Dark World sucked. I like Dark World. Dark World was awesome to me. I'd watch that because it wasn't fucking goofy. People made jokes, but it wasn't a goofy movie. This was a goofy movie with some points of seriousness in it, which is why I say Taika Waititi does a good job making his own fucking movies with his own made up characters. because they can be just that goddamn goofy. You can sit there and watch it and enjoy the shit. But with other established characters, he makes them fucking silly. He makes them fucking silly. Especially if they just let him do whatever the fuck he wants to. Like, oh, he's such a genius. How? What was I challenge anybody. I challenge anybody to watch this movie and tell me what was genius about it. Watch fucking Ragnarok and tell me what's genius about it. Is it the special effects? Is it the way it's shot? Is it the dialogue? Is it the script? Show me what's fucking genius. Now, I'm in California, so we understand this artsy fartsy bullshit a lot. And what genius usually means is that these hoity-toity motherfuckers just decided somebody knows something that they don't. So they elevate some goofy shit. Just, oh, well, it's so much of this and so much of that. And you're so much bullshit. It's not fucking genius. It's like watching poop on a rotating table. Oh, look at the way it sparkles. And the artist's impression of this is that it's not just poop from a human's ass. It could be from some other excrement, from some other animal. And look at the way it curves this way. And that shows the texture of society and how we're sliding down into a nice moat of shit. Yeah, Dark World was awesome. Yeah, Dark World was awesome. You had people actually fighting, Thor actually not being goofy, jumping different dimensions between the different realms. You got the dark elves showing up, wreaking shit. You got Loki getting fucking killed, but then turning out on the throne at the end like, nigga, what happened to Odin? You watch that shit like, man, it went down. It went down in Dark World. It went down. Nobody was fucking bullshitting. And then the next movie you got was Goof Troop on Marvel. Big shoes and everything. Stupid shit. So that's what I got from this, dude. It was fucking dumb. I mean, down to some of the stuff with the hammer and fucking Stormbreaker being jealous. Now this hammer got a personality too. It is a jealous bitch. And I'll say this. I'll try to say it tactfully so it's not a spoiler. But Stormbreaker becomes important in this movie, right? It becomes important, right? But its importance is based on the fact that, oh, we need this to do such and such, right? And I'm like, well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because if this little prophecy or this thing that's known for eons by all these guys that it needs this to do this, Stormbreaker didn't exist until recently. Did you fucking watch Endgame? You goofy motherfucker? Did you watch Endgame? Stormbreaker never even existed. So where the fuck did it become the most important key that you need to go to this place all of a fucking sudden? It didn't even exist before. So why would it be important? I think you got your fucking hammers mixed up. You goofy bastard. That's what I mean by the shit being mangled. When you watch it, you'll see it yourself. And you'll probably be sitting there thinking like, that don't make sense. And that's what the fuck I was doing. Sitting there watching shit like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. And this dialogue is dumb. Oh my fucking God. What is he doing? Yeah, Artie Moore. Dark World was the best Thor movie. It was. You watch Thor the first Thor. You watch Thor: The Dark World. More money, bigger special effects, right? And then watch, if you need to, Ragnarok and Love and Thunder. Tell me they don't seem like two different fucking characters in the same line. Two completely different fucking characters. Two sets of different fucking movies. But it's supposed to be the same character. No, it ain't. It's the character of the fucking director. That's why his ass got to be in the movie. So that's me. I was unimpressed. I could have not seen the shit and it wouldn't have made any difference. I could have waited to see the shit on television. By comparison, since I told you guys, because I'm about to put out that Doctor Strange review, that hour and 30-minute fucking Doctor Strange review. I'm reminded of the fact that I said that you don't judge Doctor Strange next to Spider-Man No Way Home, because Spider-Man No Way Home was done by Marvel and Sony. So you can't judge it, those two together, because the situations that come together in Spider-Man No Way Home, there's not an equivalent for Doctor Strange. So you'll never hit, Doctor Strange would never hit that peak anyway. So fuck it. But what you do compare it to is the next movie from Marvel that comes out, and Thor: Love and Thunder is it. My opinion, Doctor Strange was the more awesome movie. Now let's see if the money add up and prove it. Because this was a nothing burger. Nothing. And if you want a fucking spoiler in this, look up the character, because I'm going to do this shit just for any clever fucking geek who watch my shit later on and be trying to act like, oh, well, this is some shit you didn't mention. Look up the character Singularity. Look up who the character Singularity is. And then when you watch the movie, just keep that in the back of your mind. Right? And then remember my words that they mangled shit. And then you get to it. But that's my opinion. That's my reaction to this shit. I'm taking my ass in the house. I'm going to sit down and eat my fucking tacos. And I'll probably wait for an hour and watch The Boys and be happy to see somebody get fucked up. Because that's not what I got in this movie, outside of me sitting in the theater watching it. Thank y'all for showing up. Like, share, subscribe. Support the stream if you feel so inclined. $artisanmc on Cash App. And to the Angry Man, if he's still in here, I was going back watching your video on that Queen, the Woman King. I'm going to do a reaction to that shit too. It's not going to be as good as yours, I'll tell you that, because you dropped the history on that shit. So that blows that movie completely out the water. I'm just going to react to it just because I have to see the shit for myself. But other than that, thank you for everybody coming through. I'm getting the fuck out of here because I actually want to sleep tonight and not be sitting up awake angry, thinking of other shit that could have been more enjoyable than this fucking movie. So thank you guys for coming through. Next time you'll probably see me will be if I drop a review. So click the like button and the subscribe button, click the bell. That Doctor Strange will probably drop tomorrow if I just put it out and say fuck it without all the other flourishes. And then Sunday, Shop Talk Live, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. East Coast time. And then we will be talking about this and other topics. So go and watch a movie so you can talk about the shit. Or don't watch the movie and just sit in ignorance. I don't give a fuck. Thank you guys for coming through. Peace. I am sick of these motherfucking agendas in my motherfucking geekdom.